Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. And let me tell you, growing up as a kid, I always enjoyed watching the Three Stooges. And Lord have mercy, watching Bernard, meet me in the bathroom, Hopkins, Ryan Garcia, get as high as I possibly can, and Oscar De La Hoya. Can't we all just get along? Watching the chemistry between the three of those guys is damn entertaining. And I've been rolling. First and foremost, right? People, let me tell you something. This Ryan Garcia, Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy shit, Bernard, meet me in the bathroom, Hopkins, this relationship, this working relationship, this is not going to last. The writing's on the wall that you got a shit show coming. First of all, just look at Ryan Garcia. Now, you probably say, damn, Hood Champion, man, you're 48 years old. That's out of your character. For the last almost 2 years you've had this channel, we've never really heard you speak negatively about fighters. And I'm not doing that now. You know, it's a little bit of humor involved, but it's a whole lot of WTF going on. Ryan Garcia, I said this the other day. I was the first one to comment on it, and they know it's crazy. I don't have a big channel, but you know, the channel's growing. You know what I'm saying? But people, man, I think because I put so much content out, YouTube shorts and videos, people be stealing my shit. But it's all good. You know what I'm saying? And you may say, well, a lot of people think this along the same lines, man. You're taking it the wrong way. Not as certain things that I say, that only I say. And I've been saying with my friends since we've been like fucking 11, 12 years old. Nobody can know that shit. So when I hear other channels trying to say my shit, it annoys me. That tells me that people are watching the content, and you know what? It is what it is. I'm not tripping. Taking ideas and just trying to twist it. But no matter how they try to twist it, it's not going to be like what I put out. You can tell when someone's trying to take somebody else's shit. But anyway, I noticed a couple days ago about Ryan Garcia. His face twitching, his nose jumping. Watch when he's talking. Doing all that shit. I was like, what's wrong with him? His face jumping all over the place. It's like he was signing with his goddamn face. And then his voice, I was like, okay. He's never sounded like that. Ryan Garcia has never sounded like Hood Champion. I have a raspy voice. My voice is naturally raspy. When I was born, I weighed, I think it was 10 pounds and 4 ounces. My head was so goddamn big that I wouldn't come out. They had to use forceps to pull me out. So in pulling me out, it damaged my voice box. So that's why my voice is raspy the way it is. And no, I don't sound like Coach Bullet for you comedians out there and shit. Maybe he had a big ass head too. They had to use forceps to pull his ass out. But nonetheless, right? Ryan Garcia with the twitching, with the raspy voice, and then the man, Ryan, you wanna fight De La Hoya, or you wanna be best friends with him? You wanna fight B Hop, or you wanna be best friends with him? Out here wanting to get up, it's like he's a grown man. Ryan Garcia's a grown man, but when they refer to him as a kid, I mean, you're really dealing with a grown man that on the inside is still very inexperienced. I'm gonna say, in my opinion, I believe inexperienced with life and kind of immature. Hey, Bernard, man, are we cool? I thought he was going to arm wrestle him and shit. You know, the way he had his hand, I was like, yo, he about to arm wrestle him. And then, look at the hug. He hugged and put his head into his chest and fell into him. I'm like, what is that about? Hold your horses. You're taking it to the stupid. And if you get too comfortable with Bernard Hopkins, he's going to take it to the bathroom. So, when I was watching that, I was like, something's wrong with this guy. And Devin comes out and says Ryan's drunk. I already suspected something was wrong with him, but I wasn't sure what it was. Is it the alcohol? Is it the weed? Is it what Devin Haney said? Because Devin Haney said he knows that for a fact that Ryan does coke. I'm like, I don't know what it is, but there's something there. Absolutely crazy to me. I'm like, this shit is entertaining. Then you got Bernard Hopkins. Oh, Jesus Christ. If that man has never seen a microphone that he ain't like, right? Bernard Hopkins get an opportunity to start kicking knowledge. Jesus Christ. That man, it's like, what is Bernard Hopkins trying to say? And then when they come up, somebody come out talking about that was a brilliant, brilliant speech by Bernard Hopkins. Let me tell you something. I don't claim to be the brightest crayon in the box. I don't claim to be the sharpest knife in the drawer. Hell, I don't even claim to be smarter than a fifth grader. But one thing I do know is Bernard Hopkins don't need to be in front of no goddamn microphone. That man was talking about, trying not to laugh, right? Before you go to junior high school, then you got to, cross paths with the elementary. And before you go to high school, then, you got to insightfully get through competitively junior high. And as you elucidate your way through high school, if you were able to kind of, observe your way through elementary and, commute through junior high, and you can get to high school, and if you have success to get to college, well then and then Radio Raheem tries to help him out. He's like, to get to college, well then you had to get through college. And Radio Raheem was like, to get to college, you had to go through high school. He's like, right, you get through high school. So you know what I'm saying. And man, I fell out the goddamn chair. I was like, what is he talking about? I truly believe Bernard Hopkins has the best intentions, but boy, oh boy, whatever point he's trying to make, I'm telling you, I have yet to really understand what this man be fucking talking about. But anyway, so that's Bernard Hopkins, and he's out here beefing with Bill Haney. Bill Haney laughing at Bernard Hopkins, talking about penitentiary and Bernard Hopkins, and basically saying he's a yes man for Golden Boy. He has done nothing for his people, the black people. He's doing things for the brown people, and really trying to get under Bernard's skin. Bernard don't like that shit, because Bernard Hopkins, go to the bathroom. But then Bernard Hopkins comes back and calling Bill Haney a pimp. Bill Haney's pimping his son Devin. They're just trying to take him from promoter to promoter to platform, pimping his son out to do fights to get money off of his son. And I'm like, this shit is comedy. Then you got De La Hoya. This man has said horrible things about Eddie Hearn. Said craziness about Ryan Garcia. And whenever he talks about Bernard Hopkins, De La Hoya is like, well, I slipped in that fight, to make a joke. But he won't say nothing too crazy about Bernard, because, Bernard will go to the bathroom. And De La Hoya ain't trying to go in the bathroom with Bernard. But De La Hoya out here doing a face-off with Eddie Hearn and kumbaya and acting like, hey, can we all just get along? The man going Oscar De La Hoya King on us. My man, what are you doing? And now, Eddie Hearn don't care about nothing or no one. Eddie Hearn just sitting back there with his little grin, just waiting for the opportunity to talk. Because Eddie Hearn is all about the money. Eddie Hearn don't care about somebody winning or losing in the ring. He don't care about promoters and him being friends and having a good rapport and business relationships. Eddie Hearn just cares about money. He don't care about nothing else. He just sees green. But De La Hoya trying to act like wants to make the best fights and wants to do this and wants to do that, and can we all work together and promoters this and that. And one thing you got to say about De La Hoya, you can't take nothing away from him. The fighter, that guy who was in the Olympics, that storyline, look, that shit was made for TV. But outside of him being a fighter, was an amazing fighter, fought everybody, man. And he, like Ryan Garcia, had that freakish damn left hook. But De La Hoya is naturally left-handed, so when he hit you with the damn East LA Bing Bing, you were out of there. But now he's out here, man. It's to me, it's almost comical to see these guys out here. The only thing they're not doing is squeezing nose and poking in the eye and doing all this shit and slapping the shit out of each other like the Three Stooges. It's like, this shit is a mess, man. Now Ryan Garcia out here saying that, oh, I'm just trolling people. No, my man, you smoking. You smoking the devil's lettuce. And I'm not saying Ryan Garcia is wrong for smoking weed or nothing like that. But what I will say, because he can do what he wants, but what I will say, you can't expect to have an optimal performance against Devin Haney, and if you out here drunk and smoking weed. Like, what is it? Like he had an epiphany or something that this is the direction he needs to go. We know Ryan Garcia. Look, all crap aside, Ryan Garcia is a badass. He can scrap. Everyone knows he can scrap. But I like the Ryan Garcia that was more reserved, soft-spoken, and just get in the ring. People underestimate him, and then he goes in there and he gets knockouts. That's the guy I like. But this guy now who's out there puffing up his chest and strutting his stuff and, hey, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm a tough guy. I spent time with Nick Diaz. We drank and we smoked weed and we laughed. Ja, 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 ja. Yo, what happened here? Ryan Garcia is a gangster now? He crip walking and shit? Man, let me tell you. I don't know what the hell is going to happen if Ryan Garcia will even make it to that fight. Now, if he's trolling and he's really not smoking, well then, brilliant. Because he is a content creator, he's a social media influencer. He knows how to get people to watch him. He knows how to get people to talk. He knows how to keep his name out there, to raise his profile, to make sure whatever platform he's on, that people access it to keep up with him. Because when it comes to that smoking weed shit, that shit is not allowed. And him going up for this, going into this fight with Devin Haney, I can't see that. Like right now, I would think that VADA or the commission would already have converged on him and squeeze him already for a random blood and urine sample to say, hey, you know what, WTF, my man, you smoking weed and you about to fight. So it tells me that either De La Hoya knows that it's just gamesmanship on Ryan's part, or De La Hoya is like, look, I've done so much foolishness, I can't tell this man nothing. And Bernard Hopkins is like, maybe he knows it's some, just Ryan Garcia playing the game, or Bernard Hopkins is like, hey, you're going to throw this away. But, if you do, it's not that I can't say nothing to you because I've made mistakes, but you mess up our money, you're going to have to meet me in the bathroom. So I'm going to wait and see what direction all this goes. But it's kind of frustrating as a boxing fan to know that they have several opponents on standby in case Ryan Garcia pulls out the fight. Now that's crazy. Absolutely crazy, but necessary because, to be honest, I'd make sure that there was someone on standby for, not just for Ryan Garcia, but for Devin Haney too. There's somebody just to be in shape and be ready. And if they don't get called, well, hey, it is what it is. But, that's just smart planning. But that being said, Bernard Hopkins, he want to fight Bill Haney. Bill Haney want to fight Bernard Hopkins. Ryan Garcia wants to fight Bill Haney more than he wants to fight Devin Haney. Oscar De La Hoya just want to hug and kiss and spoon with every goddamn body because he doesn't want to miss the boat. He wants to get over there in Saudi Arabia. Oscar De La Hoya wants to get his fight in Saudi so they can make big money. And I don't blame him for that. Oscar De La Hoya is actually doing the right thing in my opinion. Hey, I messed up, could have handled things differently. Promoters, let's work together. Even though he doesn't mean that shit, he's just looking at, hey, this is a way for Golden Boy to keep making big money and to get my fighters paid. Because right now, as far as promotion firms over here in the United States, nobody wants to go through what on the outside looking in, right? We're just on the outside looking in, right? it seems to me that nobody wants to be in a situation like PBC, what seems to be a bad situation right now. But we don't know. The whole PBC situation could be brilliant, could be great. But from what it looks like, it doesn't look good. So we just have to wait and see how things unfold with PBC. But bottom line is, Ryan, Bernard, Oscar, this shit is like watching the Three Stooges, man. Like, it's entertaining. What's going to happen next, I don't know. But one thing I do know is Sandor Martin got paid some nice step-aside money to allow this fight to go forward. This is what I'm telling you. When it comes to the secret society is in full effect. Sandor Martin, my understanding, he got paid like $2 million to just step aside to allow Devin Haney to defend his belt against Ryan Garcia. You see how that works? So Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, they're projecting that fight to do between 750,000 and 1 million pay-per-view buys. If it does that, outstanding. God bless him. I want to see Ryan Garcia make the most money possible. I want to see Devin Haney and his dad make the most money possible. Because forget all this content creating bullshit that I'm doing, right? On a serious note, this is like me, the person. Forget this hood champion bullshit, right? I think Devin Haney and his dad, sometimes, man, you got to play the game, and we as fans and spectators, we're watching things that we're not understanding. But what Devin Haney's dad has done for his son is absolutely amazing. Maybe there's some things they could have done better. Maybe he goes overboard on some things. But at the end of the day, every step that he's made has been a step going forward. They've been progressing. They haven't taken steps backwards. So that means that they're doing something right. That being said, this shit is pure entertainment. It's like the Three Stooges. It's like a soap opera, man. You don't know what's going to happen in the next episode, which I'm looking forward to some more stuff about these three guys today so I can create some more content. Absolutely hilarious. But the one thing about it is Ryan Garcia is saying that, hey, I'm just trolling people. You think I'd really be out here in the biggest fight of my career, really smoking and really getting drunk and not taking care of myself? I'm in the best shape possible, and I'm going to show everybody on fight night that I'm the best fighter. Hey, you know what, Ryan? If you're just trolling, if you're really not doing those things, then you've done a great job convincing us all, because everyone right now believes that you're smoking the devil's lettuce, that you're getting drunk, and some people believe that you're doing a bit more than that. But at the end of the day, I guess we'll know what time it is, because if he makes it to the fight and he gets in that ring, we'll know by round 6 if Ryan Garcia took care of himself and was serious about this fight, because that shit catches up with you. Devin Haney isn't a guy who just tries to pop shot you and throw about 8 or 9 punches around. Now, Devin Haney, when he gets in that ring, he steps to you from the first second of the first round to the last second of the last round with IQ and boxing ability. He's not just in there looking to just throw one punch. So if Ryan Garcia comes in there, like he says, and puts his foot on the gas and comes straight at Devin and tries to do that over 12 rounds, and he didn't take care of himself, he's smoking and drinking, I think between rounds 4 and 6, Ryan's going to gas out, and Devin's just going to start to pick him apart. And we may see Devin get a stoppage. And yes, I did predict Ryan Garcia and Devin in a good fight, but I thought Ryan Garcia would knock him out with the big left hook, because Ryan has the one-hitter quitter. But it's hard for me to want to put all my eggs in a basket of someone who's getting drunk and getting high, a couple months out before the biggest fight of their life. How can I take you serious? That's all I'm saying. I can't take you serious. It's like when I was in the military. You got a person come to work late one day, okay. But over the course of 2-3 months, you come to work late 15 times? My man, I can't take you serious. So what you get, you get. There's going to be consequences. And the consequences for Ryan Garcia, if he's not doing the right thing, is for him to probably fatigue and fade after round 4, and for him to get embarrassed, and for Devin Haney, the pillow fist to Devin Haney, right, to possibly get a stoppage. It is what it is. That being said, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans all 7 continents, man. Larry, Mo, and Curly. Let me see. So, Larry would probably be De La Hoya, because he kind of, Yeah, he kind of quirky and shit. Mo would be Ryan because he kind of got the black hair, kind of look like him a little bit. Larry, Mo, and Curly is the quirky one, who's the kind of guy who may want to meet you in the bathroom. So Curly would be Bernard Hopkins. Anyway, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans. I'm in the breeze.